Hi pals, welcome back to my channel. I'm Johanna, me, my dog and books, and today I'm going to share a wee bit of it's going to be a reading vlog, but there's some videos from when I was away in Italy snowboarding. Unfortunately, I appear to have deleted the video which had me snowboarding and also chatting about the books in my accommodation, so you're getting a bit of a piecemeal insight into my holiday where I did talk about some of the books, so hopefully you can hear that okay. And then I'll jump on at the end, let you know what I read and finished on holiday and what I thought of them. Anyway, I hope you like watching. No doggos in this one. Oh, that's a fib. I will end this one with my reunion with the doggos, Lucy and Patti, before I tell you what I thought of the books I was reading. I finished two books. I took like a gazillion with me as per. So yeah, quick as I go to Italy. We're in the airport now, we're getting the bus. Getting the bus back and getting the shopping. Hey pals, so today is Friday. I have no idea actually. A couple of days, 2 full days left snowboarding. And I'm about 150 pages into The Drift by CJ Tudor. Loving it. It's like proper scary winter vibes. It's very tense. There's kind of like 3 different scenarios happening, as I mentioned, and I'm loving it. I have no idea where it's going to go. Certainly something to do with the retreat in the academy and some sort of like retrained infection or retained infection or some weird testing anyway that's happening. So I'm liking that. I've also managed to download, because I'm reading The Murder the Night Before by Katy, Brent, which I am loving. I've got it on ebook. I've got the finished copy arriving because it was published on the 1st of Feb. I've actually got an ALC, Advanced Listener Arc, from Liberal FM, so I'm going to listen to a bit of it as well as reading it, which I quite like doing, but I have a sneaky feeling this might be a 4 or 5 star read, so I'm liking that. And then the Hailey Piper one, I'm only 50 pages in, so I need to pick that up. I'm still reading The Collar by Chris Carter. The length of time it's taken me to read it is no indication of the book. It's just when you're out all day in the mountains and then you get home and you have your dinner. I'm very tired. But off topic of books, I have watched the first season of Slow Horses on Apple TV. Oh my god, it is so good. It's so good. Here's kind of like a, what is it, David? What would be the genre? Like a crime thriller for Slow Horses? Crime thriller. It's got the like MI5 and stuff in it. Anyway, Gary Oldman, chef's kisses. So yeah, if you like your TV too, check that out. Anywho's, having a wee alcohol-free beer and then heading back up. It's so warm here, it feels like spring. Given it's the start of February, that's a bit terrifying. Catch you later. So I'm in the bookstore in Turin Airport. I'm not sure how good my Italian is, so there might not be many I can read. I'm going to have a look at the covers anyway, because I'll come into any bookstore. And just like that, I'm back home and reunited with Patti and Lucy. There's actually some sunshine and there was snow this morning, so it's nice to see. So I'll give you a wee update of what I was reading, what I finished, what I didn't when I was on holiday. When I'm back in the house, it's still winter here, but it's nice to see the sunshine once I've walked these 2 little ones. So see you in a wee more. Oh, and just to add, I, as per pretty much every dog walk, listening to an audiobook, and this one is one I've started when I came home, which is The Future by Naomi Alderman. who wrote The Power, a book I loved, and a TV adaptation which was on Prime, which was amazing. So if you've not read that, read it. I think it's climate fiction, dystopian, speculative. Oh look, there's fence damage from the storms last month. With so far pretty good LGBTQ plus rep. So that's what I'm reading just now. Catch you back at home. Well, that there was me in Italy. Obviously I was my little dog walk. I missed my pups so much. I do get like WhatsApp updates and photos and all of that, but oh my god, I do love coming home. There's no place like home for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm very privileged to be able to go on a holiday like that, but I'm a total homebody. So how many of the books, of all the books that I took on holiday, that hopefully you managed to hear what I was reading? So I was watching back one of the videos and it was quite noisy. See what I can do in editing as a total newbie. I only finished one book. The other book, The Drift, which I'm absolutely adoring, I kind of had to like stop reading it a little bit, only because out of the scenarios, there's like one of the scenarios, a group of people, so there's 3 scenarios, and one of them is a coach travelling up the snowy mountains and being in a crash. So I was, you know, that was part of my holiday that I didn't want to envisage. And then there's another part where there's a group of people that get trapped in a cable car and one of them's dead. That's not a spoiler, it happens really early on. I have once been trapped in a cable car in Austria and I was just like, this is giving me the heebie-jeebies too much right now. So I'm going to continue with that now I'm home, and I'll talk about it in another blog. The one I did finish is The Collar by Chris Carter. Man, this man writes an amazing, dark, page-turny, tense thriller. Honest to God, I never see any of the twists and turns coming. I never guess the ending, to be fair. I'm not very good at working those out, even in like a cozy murder mystery, but like, oh, short chapters. I just love his writing. It's quite a chunk. It's about 470 pages. I picked this one up at a charity shop, but it literally is as addictive as a TV box set or Netflix series. You can't put it down. Short chapters for me are just such a biggie. Like, I don't know, it feels like a sense of achievement. I hate stopping in a book like midway through a chapter. But sometimes you have to. But honestly, it's so dark. There's a lot of brutal violence in this. So if you're not good with, you know, like really violent, dark serial killer type thrillers, don't read it. But if that's totally up your street, definitely check it out. This is part of the Robert Hunter series, which I am completely reading out of order because I just picked them up like either secondhand or at the charity shop. So well, I would say I've not read them in order, so anyone who has read them in order may disagree, but you could literally, like, I could easily, I don't know where this is in the series, but I totally read it as a standalone. What you're probably missing out on is that kind of book by book development of Robert Hunter, who is a detective in the ultraviolet crimes unit. He's very gifted in his ability to identify trends and hunches to be able to solve crimes. He works alongside his partner Garcia, and those two as a duo are great to read. I loved spending time with them. So probably the bit I'm missing is that book by book development of those characters of Robert Hunter's character. So, but it didn't stop me going in and reading this. Like, I don't even know what. Someone tell me. Maybe I'll Google it while I'm editing this, put it here below. But man, oh man, I think this is my third. It's only my third Chris Carter, and I want to read all of his books. He's, if you're a fan of Karen Slaughter, read Chris Carter. If you're a fan of, if you've ever read Sam Holland books, she wrote The Echo Man and The 20, I think it was. Really dark thrillers. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And it's so like absolute escapism, like just it's so bingeable. So bingeable. So yeah, I'm still reading The Murder After the Night Before. Loving it. Review coming up in my next vlog. And what's the other one? The Shining, nearly finished. It's a reread. Doing it on audio. Don't know why I did that. Doing it on audio. It's a reread. Really enjoying it. Forget how much I love it. More than I do love the film. Don't tell Stephen King. I mean, I think he's come to peace with his previous hatred of the film. But yeah, there's just so much more in the book. The other one I was reading, I Like Most Hateful by Hailey Piper. DNF'd it, 150 pages in. I will normally give a book max 100 pages, and if it's not clicking with me, I'm out. I've got too many books to read. I'm like, life is too short. That's just my it took me a good number of years to get to that point in my life, because I used to be always like, I need to finish it. I feel bad. Nah. I'm like 100 pages in if you're lucky, and I'm out. The reason I took this to 150 pages is because I was buddy reading it with two friends, and I was like, well, maybe it'll pick up. I don't know what it is. I think Hailey Piper's a hit or miss for me in the horror genre. It felt quite YA. I'm cool with YA, but there was something about it that was just not clicking. I don't know. I actually was like 150 pages in going, I don't actually care what happens at the end. I feel bad saying that, but other people love it, so like never take any of my personal opinions as like anything other than my own personal opinion. I will continue to read Hailey Piper and work through her back catalogue and read any of her new books. This one just wasn't clicking for me. I was really struggling with the characters. It was just a bit like weird, and I was trying to understand the premise. I mean, I got it, but it just didn't make sense in my head. So yeah, that was my second DNF of the year. My second, because my my last one last month was all Chain Gang All Stars. I can't remember if I've told you why. Oh no, I haven't, because I didn't put it on my January wrap up, because I didn't read it. I had high hopes for Chain Gang All Stars. Why didn't I love it? It felt all over the place. The writing for me, I really struggled with. Like, it had such an important, amazing premise. I thought the execution just didn't sit with me. It jumped from third and first point of view. There were so many characters I couldn't keep track. The kind of dystopian world that was set in, I struggled to fully comprehend. There was loads of footnotes which had really important messages, but there were so many, it kept jumping me out of the story. So like, there was overall amazing premise, execution wasn't for me. I think it's a bit of a Marmite book though, because when I've posted about it and DNFing it, you're either in the yeah, I didn't like it either, or oh my god, I loved it. In saying that, I would love to see it as a TV adaptation. I think it would be amazing. I think my brain would comprehend it a bit better. I think that when I'm watching like Slow Horses, which I know is based in a book series, there's so many characters and so many sort of like MI5 spy crime thriller plots that I think I need the visual reference than written for me, but that's just my brain. Anyway, that was a slightly longer wrap up than expected, because I wanted to actually tell you about the books rather than be a travel vlog, which it's not. I'm just trying to get a bit braver.
filming myself out in public, people going, what is she doing? So, but they're in another country, so they won't remember me. Anyway, thanks as always for watching, for commenting, for liking, for subscribing. If you like this video or any of my other videos, please do like and subscribe. It means so much to me. I love making these for someone to watch, anyone. I love chatting to you in the comments. So I do really appreciate. So thank you so much. And I'll see you again next time.